The last obstacle is when people talk to you negatively. They make you feel bad. They're not supportive. And they say all kinds of rude questions. Why is it okay for people to ask rude questions? I don't know, but they do. And that's the beauty of socially inept people. This is a good tip. If somebody is socially inept enough to ask you a super rude question about your child or your schooling choice or your church choice or your clothing choice, this is great. You have permission now. They're obviously socially inept. So you can just say whatever because they're not going to be offended because they don't have that social aptitude to be offended. They're so offensive, it's no big deal. So there's your permission. You can be blunt and straightforward with them, not rude, just blunt. They were blunt with you. They asked something off color. They asked something that's none of their business. Say what you need to say truthfully and kindly. You don't need to worry about, oh, I don't want to offend. Why? It doesn't look like they could be offended. They're fairly offensive. Okay, so what do you do when people are unsupportive of your choice of homeschooling? This is what you do. You say, oh, what a lovely necklace. Oh, did you get those earrings at a nearby shop? I love them. Is that a new sweater? I love your scarf. Crazy weather we are having today, isn't it? Just change the subject. It's none of their business. You can just change the subject, talk about any other thing that you want because they're not actually physically keeping you from homeschooling, are they? They're not coming home and sitting on your school cabinet and keeping you from, oh, you can't open the drawer. You can't teach them. They're not actually, it's not an actual obstacle, is it? So change the subject, answer them if you would like. If they're, rude enough to say something, then you can say, I don't believe that's any of your business. Or this is a choice that we made for our family, whatever it is. Sometimes people who are offensive need to be offended so that they recognize it because they don't know. People are always so polite around them. They don't know that they're walking around making enemies. So you can be the kind one that sacrifices your feelings, sacrifices that comfortable time that you have with them and say, I'm so sorry. I don't believe that's any of your business. And they'll go, oh, and guess what? They probably won't ask anybody else or put anybody else's choices down about their education choices for their own children because you let them know very kindly and sacrificially. That's uncomfortable to do, and you did it. And so you helped them to be a better neighbor and a better conversationalist in the future.